It's just started to rain. So far it's been the most beautiful day. It's so very quiet, silent, hardly a breath of air, nothing moving out there at all. And now the rain has begun. We've been out for a long walk. I managed to clock up almost 12,000 steps yesterday, which I'm very happy about because I just feel so much better. And as I was coming back in through the gate with Jack from our walk, I picked some hebes. You can just see it there. Beautiful colours. Beautiful. You can see the honesty now is just drying there by the door. And the lemon verbena and the rosemary hanging up above. It's almost ready now to harvest. Well, not harvest, but to put into jars. And I've made a big pot of tea on the stove. I've made it with mint and meadowsweet and some green tea. So I'll let that cool down and have it with ice later on. Always such a happy boy. These are indeed the quiet days before Lughnasadh. There's a sort of a melting of summer happening. It sort of melts and melds and almost distills itself into autumn. And he's eating grass, good for his stomach and his bile. And the clouds are quite grey. I think these are my favourite days. The days of betwixt and between, as we approach one elemental change. We cross over. It's like going on a long walk and coming up towards a beautiful old stone bridge over the river. And you know that once you cross over it, you're going into another territory. There's nothing satisfies me more than the seasons. There's a wood pigeon. And you know, always before that changeover, there seems to be like a very slow downturn in everything. A little bit of wind now. And there's himself come back. No, I'm just using my camera as my phone is not functioning properly. Silly me. Overconfident. Trying to stick my phone into a non-existent pocket in my dressing gown. But I think I can get a very similar effect just using my camera. Oh look, there's lots of seeds on the field maple. Now I think is that the first year that this little tree has put out seeds? You can see it's only about a quarter of the size of the field maple out the front of the cottage. Because by planting bamboo in around it at the same time as I planted it, it's kept the tree quite small. That's an interesting observation, isn't it? So you can plant full-size trees, but if you plant something with them, like in this case, the bamboo, it keeps the tree to a very manageable size. The air is so still that the voices are carrying up along the valley. May be able to hear them. And you see the smoke coming up out of the chimney. I'm burning some wood and some peat, so the smell is beautiful. Look. He's just loving it. It's just one of those days. It's a day of contentment. Despite the accident this morning, it's a very contented day. Look, this is the other field maple. And they were both planted on the same day. They were little bare-rooted trees. That one's got huge, because there's been nothing at all to impede its growth. There's a truck going past on the road. Look at these little birds. They're so confident now. They're so confident. Look, there it goes. There it is, in there. It's a little robin. Been a lot of little robins born here this year. Look at all the buddleia on the driveway. 2 different shades of purple. The darker one is growing from the left side, and the redder one is growing from the right. I've noticed a huge amount of seedling trees coming up. Now some of them are suckers, and some of them are actually just where the seed has been dropped and a tree has grown. very busy road today down there. I think there's visitors. People calling on other people. Lots of mushrooms coming up now. Little oak tree that I planted. Still quite tiny, but very healthy. Come on, Jack.